Welcome to the video. As you can see, I'm cycling. I'm cycling on the old Midland Railway track bed, which is now the Bristol to Bath cycle path. So I'm currently heading in the direction of Bristol, and I'm going to go to an old railway station, Mangotsfield Station, which was a junction station, so it's quite a big one, even though there was only 8 people working there at the end when it all closed in 1966 with the beaching cuts. So the reason I'm going there today is because I want to see what the station looks like now. In 1972, my dad had a cine camera, and one of the first things he filmed was me, my 2 sisters and my mum playing on this platform. So I've got a few shots showing what it would have looked like then. It was only about 6 years after the railway closed. So before we get to Mangotsfield Station, there will be another station, the Rodway station, which has sort of been restored into a little cafe, which is quite interesting. So I'll take a few shots of that as I go past it. And there's a restored signal box there as well. Actually, I'll try and get a shot of that as well. So join me now as I take a trip down memory lane. So that was just a short ride from Rodway Station, and now approaching Mangotsfield Station. Now they're quite close together actually. Okay, so I'll do the station bit in a minute. So what I'm going to do first is just carry on up the line a bit to where the first piece of video that my dad, well, I say the first piece, it was actually took a couple of years after that, the piece at the station, but I will show you that bit first. So it's just a couple of minutes ride up this bit here. Well, I've got it wrong. I thought it was this bridge here behind me. But if you look at the old footage, which I think it was from around 1974, you can clearly see it wasn't there. And actually I've just remembered where it is. It is back, I passed it between Rodway and Mangotsfield stations. So the old train track is not there anymore. It is part of the Avon Ring Road. So I'll try to show you that on the way back home. Let's go back to Mangotsfield Station now. So at this point here, I'm just going to come off briefly the cycle track to show you something which I remember, because when I was a kid we used to live very close to here. There's a lot of childhood memories coming back. Well, I've been walking around trying to find this spot for a few minutes. I suddenly realised I've been walking through it. It is completely different to how it was when I was a kid. If I pan around now, you can see all this area that is now overgrown was completely open when I was a child, and in the winter we would sledge down this hill and sometimes across the road. We had one winter in 1978 where the road was blocked, so we had no fear of sledging right through and through the railway bridge, which is just around the corner there. It was so cold, it was -2, -3 in the day. It's now become compact and become very slippery, and we literally have to crawl upon our hands and knees to get back to the top again because it's so slippery. I can't believe the difference. Of course, when we was kids, there was no internet, PlayStation games, nothing like that, so we had to go out and play. So just constantly trampling over it and riding over our bikes kept the growth short. But look at it now, it's like a jungle. And here's the station. Same again, much more overgrown to how I remember it. There's a little information board here, which I want to read something out. There's quite a lot of information on there, but the one bit which really interests me, which I didn't know as a kid and I found out years later, and it's about Arnold Ridley. He's the old guy in Dad's Army. It's a programme I've never watched, but I know who it is. There's a picture of him here. And he wanted to be an actor, but the injuries he suffered in World War I seemed to put an end to his hopes. Instead, he thought he might be a dramatist. All he needed was inspiration. So one winter's evening, he was stranded at Mangotsfield Junction, just here. At last, he heard a train approaching. The sound became louder and louder, but no train appeared. His ears told him that it was passing directly in front of him, but he could see nothing. It was an illusion. Freak acoustics made the sound of trains passing invisibly on another line behind the chocolate factory nearby sound as if they were passing through the station. So Arnold Ridley turned this experience into a play called The Ghost Train. It was a massive West End hit in the 1920s, and it was made into 2 films. And one of the films starred Arthur Askey. He was an annoying little git who thought he was funny. He wasn't really, but the film was a really good film. It is one of my favourite films.
What was that?
What?
I thought I heard a train whistle. It's coming. It's coming!
She's right. It is a train.
Thundering down the valley.
I'm going to look.
No!
Well done. We're shut in.
Listen to it. I've got to see it. I must see it!
Okay, so I'm going to look at the first piece of film, which I've got on my phone. And yeah, God, what a difference. If I flick between the 2 pieces of film, you can really see the difference. The main thing is, of course, everything's overgrown now. Now, you can see the chocolate factory in the past. That was the red brick building in the background. So the second bit of film I've got to show you is going to be on this platform on the right hand side, I think. Yeah, because there's the part of the building there. And just seeing that there, that little tunnel thing, we used to play it in them as kids. And it looks like you can still get inside them as well. God, crazy to think that's still there. There's another one over there that's nearly bricked up as well. Right, so I think this old bit of film, I think it was around 1972. It was just up here, so I'm going to try and get on the platform now to get the exact spot. Yeah, so just here at this very spot here, it must have been just this bit here, I reckon. Crazy to think how quick those trees have shot up, isn't it? That's a neat idea. Replicas of tickets put into the ground. This one here shows trains. So I've come to the other side of the station now. It's like a triangle, really, because you have two lines converging into one. So, let's let you have a little look at what's left of the wall on this side. I don't know what these things are with a little hand on it, but that long thing there is definitely a piece of track. It's lovely to come back here again and see it after all these years. I just can't get over how overgrown it is compared to how it was when we were kids. So on my way back, I suddenly come across this road that seems to go to nowhere, because the other side of there is the Avon Ring Road, and I suddenly remembered that other piece of old film, which I couldn't find where it was taken, was actually taken just here. There was obviously an old bridge across there which has been dismantled. So I'm just going to go back onto the path now and show the view down to the Ring Road, which should show the spot where I was on that original bit of film. But that was nice, seeing the Bristol railway train on the way back. I did try to keep up, it was going too fast for me. I did enjoy that, nice little trip down memory lane, going back to all the places I used to play as a kid and seeing how it all changed. The biggest thing for me was how much it had all overgrown. I just couldn't believe the difference. It was like a jungle. Yeah, very good. So that's it for another video then, and I'll see you all next time.